first thing you guys are going to need to do is do your new folder like we've done before. Make it your website folder. Remember, no spaces, no capital letters. Inside that folder, do your image folder. Again, no capitals. And inside your image folder, go ahead and grab a photo of some sort. I'm going to grab one here from my desktop and put it in there. All right, now what we're going to need to do is go into Dreamweaver. And let me tell you, my Dreamweaver is going to look a little different than what you're used to because this is an older version of Dreamweaver. This is 5, where you guys have CS6 in the computer lab. So it's going to look slightly different, but not much different. So don't be surprised. So we open it up. And once we are in Dreamweaver, like I said, this is going to look a little different. Let me change this so it looks like your same. Okay, so your files are down there in the corner, like always. I'm going to go up to Site, Manage, or New Site, because this is a new site for me. Give it some type of title, and then find my website folder. Make sure I'm in the right spot. I put that on my desktop, so it's there. There it is. I don't go into images. Click OK. Okay, so now there's my files. So I'm going to go in and do New, File New. I'm going to create just a blank page. So you can see this first and foremost. I'm going to give it a title. Don't forget your title. This can be spaces and capitals, whatever you want. And then I'm going to go in and save. Remember, this is going to be my home page, so I'm going to call it Index. Make sure it's in my folder. If I can't see, you can click on that little arrow there and you can see and find where your folder is. So desktop, making sure I'm on the right one. It's always good to double check. Website, okay, there we go. Save. Now, it's there. So what I'm going to start doing now is inserting these div tags. So remember, it's going to be insert layout object, div tag. This is going to be my first one. It's going to be my ID. It's going to be the container. Remember, you have to have a container to hold everything. A new CSS rule. I don't have a style sheet yet, so I make new style sheet. I'm going to call this style sheet as that's the easiest thing to do. So I know what it is. I hit save because it's in my folder. Let's go in. I'm going to make this 760. Make that 700. Click OK. Background color, nah. Click OK. I'll do my colors later. Hit OK. Okay, so I've got that. I don't have my split view, so I'm going to go up here and make sure I have my split view. All right, this is where I'm going to want to put all of my divs. So I'm going to delete that text. And I'm going to go up and do div tag. ID, this is going to be my head. Okay, it's in my style sheet. It's an ID, click OK. I'm going to style this. It's going to be 760. And then let's do 100. Oh, let's do 80 because I want to do 10 on the top and bottom. And OK. And OK. Now, make sure I'm after that, but still in my container. I'm going to do div tag. Name this one. Actually, I'm going to name this one left because I know that this is the left side. It's in my style sheet. Okay. Give it, I'm going to float this one left because I want it to go left. Name it, it's 400 by 300. Want to add some padding. So I'm going to go ahead and do 10 around, which means I need to take 20 off of each of these. All right, I'm going to get background color. Do a nice light purple. It'll be springy, even though it's not spring. All right, so after that one, still in my container. I'm going to make sure I go up new div tag, ID, right side. Okay, in mine, go to box. This, I had 760, I did 400, so this is going to be 360. We did 300. This one I have to float right. All right, 10 and 10. So crease that. Let me go background. Let me get it in another color. I can take my little dropper and select the same color. Okay. Now, last but not least, let's do a footer. So, as you can see, they're there. I need to get my header a color, so let me go back into my head real fast and give it a color. I don't want it to be white. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now, put my footer, make sure I'm behind my right, but still in my container. Div tag. Make this my foot. New CSS rule. It's in my style sheet. Okay. We're going to make this that lighter color. We're going to go in 760. Make this one 100. Let's make this one smaller than that. And float it left because we've already done some floating. So we're going to have to make sure that we float that left. Click OK. There we go. So now we're ready to put some content in here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to delete this text that we have. Delete all of that text. I'm going to type in copyright. And then give it a little bit of text. We did that padding, so we're going to see that it's there. Like now I'm going to go in and I'm going to put a photo here. Now chances are good my photo is going to be huge, so this is not going to work well. So I'm going to throw it in here. Remember, it has to have alternative text. Must have alternative text. Like I said, way too big. So I'm going to have to try and shrink this up. It's going to take me a second. Oh, that's not good. Sorry, this is going to take me. All right. Play with this, get it a little smaller. Oh, now you're getting the background noise. Okay, here we go. Let's get this a little bit smaller. See if I can stretch this and make this look terrible. I'm not doing this the right way, so don't do your photos like this. Just trying to do it fast. All right, let me get this photo looking a little more normal. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Now it's just a little too long, wide. Let me bring it in. I'm having some issues here grabbing these toggles. It's not liking me today. So let me do this. Here we go. Make it a little, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so now let's continue. I want to put some text up top. All right, I'm going to put some text up top. Now, I want to create a class. Remember, I'm going to go down to targeted rule. I'm going to do new rule. This time it's got to be a class because I'm doing text. I'm going to give it the period because it's a class. Remember, IDs are for structure. Classes are for the content inside. So I'm going to style this. Think of it as IDs are the walls and classes are the furniture inside the walls. Okay? So I'm going to style this up, make it look nice. I want to center it. All right, there we go. Beautiful. Okay, let me do another class. I want to style this other text. I'm going to make my copyright tiny, so I'm going to highlight it, go down to targeted rule, new rule, edit. It's a class in my style sheet. Name it copyright, okay. Make it tiny. Make this small, hit okay. There we go, nice and tiny. If it didn't apply, I just have to go back down to targeted rule and pick it. I'm going to save this real fast. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create my second page. So new page, create a blank page. First things first, I'm going to add my title. And then I'm going to save it because we need to save it. In my folder. Now I need to make sure I am attaching my style sheet. So I go in and I find my style sheet, select it, and attach it. Hit OK. Very, very important. Now I have all of my divs and classes from the first page. So then I can just do Insert Div and select my container. Make sure I'm in my container. Insert Div and head. After that, but still in my container, insert div, left. After left, I'm going to insert right. There we go. And after my right, but still in my container, I'm going to insert one last div. This is going to be my foot. So at this point, I'm just going to show you. I'll do copyright again. Highlight that, go down to my targeted rule. I should still have that class. Copyright class, there it is. Do my title, same thing. Highlight that, go down, find that class, there we go. Alright, so I'm not going to put as much content into this one. I'm going to do a go to page 1. I'm going to show you just a quick reminder link. I just go to HTML, go down here, drag the bullseye to index, and I now have my link. Do a file save. Now I would just go ahead and put all of my content in like I would before.